Today we're going to talk about student services. These are all the different services that are offered at MTSU. I'll touch a little more on why this is so important, specifically to me personally, but we'll get into that in just a moment. So my name is John Swafford. I'm the Director of International Enrollment Management here at MTSU. Brian, if you could introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm Brian. I'm a international student recruiter here. So if you have any questions about coming here, I'm the one to ask. So on to the next.
Victoria, if you could introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Victoria Rajabongs. I am the undergraduate admissions analyst. I am here to answer all your questions about your application requirements. Okay, Matthew?
Yeah, hey Jat, I'm Matthew Wells. I am the marketing and events coordinator for the office. And back to John.
Thank you all. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, like I said, student services. So why student services? One of the things that I believe makes MTSU truly stand out as a university are the support services that we have for students here on campus. So when students come here, they're not just getting an education, you're not just a student that's enrolling in classes. We want to make sure that you're successful while you're here. And that's really important all the way down to, for everybody, all of us here as individuals, we feel the same way about our students. Most of us here have either gone to school here at MTSU or we have family that goes to school here or is in some way connected to MTSU. And so we all have a real vested interest in making sure that our students here are successful. And one of the ways that you can really see that at MTSU and see the dedication to that is that we have these student resources. There are probably a lot of these that we aren't going to be able to mention that aren't thinking of, but these are the main resources and departments on campus that we have for students. So those main services that we're going to talk about today are the MTSU Police Department, the Office of Student Success, Health Services, Counseling Services, and the Career Development Center. So the MTSU Police Department, we have our own dedicated police department here on campus. They only monitor MTSU. They work in partnership with the Murfreesboro Police Department, but they are entirely separate from the Murfreesboro Police Department. So they are dedicated to MTSU. They monitor the campus 24/7, 45 officers and 7 dispatchers that are on call all year round. And they take care of all the different law enforcement services that may be needed on campus, including promoting safety, traffic enforcement, which can actually be annoying when they give you parking tickets. But that is their job, and even crime investigation if that's necessary. We're also very proud to be mentioned as one of the top 50 safest large universities in the country, and we also believe that that is a direct reflection of the hard work of our MTSU Police Department. So some of the different services that the police department offers outside of just regular law enforcement, they have the COPS, which is community oriented policing services. They will come to groups, typically like incoming freshman classes or things like that, and they'll talk to the groups about different topics. For example, they can talk about consent sometimes. They can talk about what to do in emergency when friends have an emergency. There's a variety of different topics that they can present on. We have the emergency call boxes set up on campus. So all over campus, you can see that red emergency call box. They're spread out, particularly in areas near, for example, the parking lots or things like that, where students might be walking, might have to walk at night or something like that. And that is an option for you if you find yourself in need of assistance immediately. Raider Patrol, these are student workers that work with the Murfreesboro Police or the MTSU Police Department. They help doing law enforcement duties, but one of their main things is they're going to help escort service. They provide escort services for students. So let's say that you're at the library late one evening studying, and you have to go back to your dorm or you have to go back to your apartment. You can call them and they can escort you there so you can feel a little safer. And then the RID self-defense courses. These are free training offered by the MTPD to help female students learn self-defense techniques. So that's a really great opportunity as well. The Office of Student Success. So the Office of Student Success is committed to the student success or to our student success before they even get here, all the way till after they graduate. Um, and I'll get into those programs, but they help students from before they're ever technically Blue Raiders, before they've ever actually become an MTSU student, all the way until once they graduate and after they graduate. And so the Office of Student Success is really committed to making sure students have those necessary support systems available to them. They have a lot of different programs that they offer for students to promote a successful atmosphere. Another thing that I really like about the Office of Student Success is that they understand international students. So Dr. Janelle Hensey, who is the Associate Vice Provost of Student Success, was actually a former international student herself. She's from the Bahamas, so she has attended school in the United States as an international student and understands those struggles that international students face. So some of those really helpful resources, the Scholars Academy. This is what I was talking about when I said that they help students before they ever get to MTSU. So this is a pre-arrival program. It's a 2-week program that helps students sort of get adjusted to campus, gives them some leadership workshops and team building activities, and then it gives them an even deeper overview of the different resources on campus. It can be very useful. It is a little tricky for incoming students that are international to look into this, but it is a possibility for some of those students. Tutoring services, those are going to be really helpful. Everybody on this call, tutoring services is going to be very useful for you, and so is the Writing Center. One of the really big differences or one of the big challenges that international students are going to face is when they get here, they're going to have to deal with a completely different atmosphere, a different way of teaching, different expectations from your professors. And the Writing Center and tutoring services can really assist you with getting up to speed and being acclimated with the differences in education. And then supplemental instruction. So they have peer assisted study groups. These will be other students that are helping you, but it's just a big study group, and it's typically for those the more challenging course material. What this is really going to help students do is collaborate with other students to help build your study skills. So it's really useful for that because especially for you coming in, you're going to have to learn different study skills because the way academics are presented are a bit different. And so the things that you have to think about when you're studying, the method that you use may be a little bit different. And so this will really help you build those study skills while you're here.
Alrighty, yeah. So I'm going to share a little bit about health services. So you guys may be working with them right now with your immunization holds and such, but we actually have a dedicated department here just on campus. There's medical services there just for students. So it has physicians there, they have physicians assistants, nurse practitioners, pharmacists. There's a dietitian as well. There's a pharmacy over there too. And yeah, they have a whole staff that's there to help. So they can do routine stuff. They can, help out like if you get sick or if you need some help. They're there to help during the university business hours, so like during the day, during the week and such. So, but they can also help answer questions. They're really good too at navigating the student health insurance. So that's another key thing that they're able to help with. They're able to help you there or help refer you to somewhere that works with the student insurance. So. So, like I mentioned, there's if you get sick or if you need an X-ray, that's there. Vaccinations as well. So if you need vaccinations to help remove that hold, they're able to help with that. I've even used them myself. I'm fairly new to my role, and earlier or late last year, I actually got the yellow fever vaccine right here on campus, so that way I could go to the fun places like Ghana and places that require the yellow fever vaccine. So yeah, definitely they're able to help, get you those vaccines, help you, upload your immunization records and such if you need any help with that. But if you need anything else, there's a whole pharmacy there. So if you get sick, you can head on over there, right on campus to help take care of that. And Like I mentioned before, they're very good at helping navigate the insurance for international students, for all of our students. So if they can't help you, they can help refer you or help navigate the insurance system to make sure you can find someone that can help that is within our insurance. So yeah, and then past the health, because there's the physical health, but there's also the mental health side too, because you got to take care of upstairs. So the Office of Counseling Services, they have, psychiatrists, they have counselors. It's super important, especially for international students. I know that I studied abroad myself, and homesickness is real, or the culture shock, and kind of like John mentioned, there's sometimes there's an adjustment. So trying to navigate that, just remember that you're not alone, and there's people that are there to help. And we have a highly trained staff here to help you there. So I've talked to a few students that have used it. So yeah, they have different services as well. So they have Let's Talk. So Monday through Friday, you can go talk to a counselor. Just you don't even need a schedule appointment. So you can go over there and say, "Hey, I'm having a really tough day. I just need to talk to someone real quick." But as well as if if you need something more than that, they even have short-term counseling where you can set up 15-minute sessions, throughout the semester to make sure that, hey, you know, let's try to work through this together. You're there with somebody. You don't have to do it alone. So, and if they're to the point of just like on the physical health side, on the mental health side, if they're like, okay, we need someone a little bit more specialized in this, or need some more help for you, they're not just gonna say, all right, good luck. They're gonna be able to refer you to a specialist that is able to help you too. And if meeting in person or meeting, face to face with someone is not what exactly you need, they have some really helpful videos online. So we'll be able to share this presentation afterward, but counseling.mtsu.edu/videos has some great resources as well to be able to help navigate this. But past that, getting you set up for success in the future. So we have a wonderful career development center. I even used this before I started here, before I was even a student. I was able to use this career development center. So let's go to the next one, John. And yeah, there's some great career advising. So if you're looking at, hey, I'm in my program, I thought this is what I wanted to do, but you know what, this doesn't quite fit my expectations, or I'm realizing that, hey, I thought I wanted to go into data science, but I don't really like math, or I don't like staring at computer screens all day. Just trying to think through things. So like, if you're trying to think of, hey, what could I use with my skills? What would I like? They're great to talk through that, to show that advisement, as well as, hey, I don't even know where to start. They have some great assessments that you can do as well to help say, based on how I think, based on my strengths, what would I be good at? Help guide you along there. They also are really great at practicing for your interview skills. If you're looking for the job search, like different tips and such, and with job search, or if you'd like to continue on, hey, I want to go to grad school. So how do I prepare for that? So there's some great career services center here to help prepare you for graduate school. So there's definitely some great things, and they have some other services too. So they have the career closet. So you can select a professional outlet once per year that you can use for job interviews. I actually borrowed a polo from there for the job interview when I met with John and Cindy to interview here. So yeah, I was in a rough spot. So but they're great though. They'll talk to you to make sure, hey, what job are you interviewing for? What type of role is it? And let's make sure that you have the clothes to be able to fit that role and set you up with that outfit. So they're really great at that. They also have some great professional document guides. So if you're looking at, hey, I'd like some help with my resume or cover letter, personal statements, there's also classes that you can take here at MTSU, like in the communication studies department, to talk about interviewing, or how do I do just this if you'd like to go even deeper. There's classes available like throughout the entire semester so that you can get, more skilled, more technical with the US job, kind of like resume and cover letter and such. But another thing that's really cool though is they have job fairs. So they have employers that all come together, have the tables set up. and they're all there to talk to you, talk to students that are graduating soon about, hey, are there any internships that they're looking for, or hey, they're looking for graduates. You're about to graduate. Hey, let's talk and let's see. Hey, which program are you in? Does that fit? Do they have a role for you? So there's some great job fairs that happen throughout the year to help place students in fields to place them with employers. Some great opportunities. So yeah, we started off with just some of the major the first ones that came to mind for student services. Like John said, there's so many student services. We could be here all day talking about every department on campus. But yeah, do you guys have any questions? Me and John and I can help answer them. Let's take a look.
Uh,
Yeah.
do they charge for the counseling sessions? I believe not the first. They have, I want to say there's 6 free sessions that they do, and then they'll put you in contact with somebody. And with all of you on here, you'll have insurance, and they should be able to put you in contact with somebody that will work with that insurance.
Hmm.
I can actually confirm that it is 6 free sessions. And but the only uh, caveat to that is if you miss a session, there will be a $10 fee.
$10 fee.
But hey, 6 free sessions helps you get through a lot.
Yeah.
So
Well, and the counseling center is for sort of short term. I'm having a tough time. We need to kind of work through that sort of situation. It's not for um, more long-term situations. And that's what they'll sort of try to evaluate is whether or not they're able to manage this issue there, or if they want to make sure that you get to see somebody more specialized, and that may be something that they do. But they can do that assessment there with you. I make that assessment here.
yeah, no, I know in the presentation earlier we talked about the website for the counseling center, counseling.mtsu.edu. If you do /videos, I posted it in the chat here. There's some great on-demand counseling. So like, hey, how to survive college 101 or just like mindfulness and such. So, there's so many great resources that they are able to offer. But
Right. Well, if that is all the questions we have, as always, if you have any other questions, if anything comes to you, please reach out to us at international at mtsu.edu. Um, and yeah, that's it. Thank you all for being with us today, and everybody have a good day.